Have you ever driven past a construction site one week, and then the next week a whole building has just appeared? It seems like magic, right? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the incredible techniques of modern construction.
This right here, this scene, is happening all over the world, every single day. Our skylines are constantly changing, new homes are popping up, and our cities are being remade right before our eyes. It's this massive, incredibly complex industry that literally shapes the world we live in.
So, how does it all happen today, in the 21st century? Because let me tell you, it's not just about tossing bricks and mortar onto a muddy field anymore. The methods have gotten so much smarter, way faster, and incredibly precise. And that's exactly what we're going to break down.
To really get a handle on these new methods, we're going to follow a simple blueprint of our own, breaking down the 3 key techniques that you absolutely need to know.
Think of this as our mission for the day. We're going to get right to the heart of how modern building actually works. And I promise you'll start seeing the world around you in a totally new light.
Okay, we're going to zero in on 3 big ideas you see on construction sites everywhere: prefabricated, sectional, and modular. By the time we're done, you won't just know what they are, you'll be able to spot them out in the real world. So, let's dive into the first one.
All right, first up is one of the most game-changing ideas in modern building: prefabricated construction. Now, just think about that question for a second. It sounds kind of like a riddle, doesn't it? Building before you even get to the building site. But that's the whole idea. What if, instead of bringing all your raw materials to one spot, you could build big chunks of the structure somewhere else first? And that, my friends, is exactly what prefabrication is. It's all about manufacturing parts of a building, like, say, wall panels or the trusses for a roof, inside a factory. Then you just ship these finished pieces to the site and put them together. The big win here? Building in a controlled factory setting means better quality, way less waste, and it makes the on-site part of the job go so much faster.
Now, let's move on to our next method, which basically takes that same idea and kicks it up a notch. Welcome to sectional construction.
So we're taking that pre-building concept a huge step further. We're not just talking about flat panels or beams anymore. I want you to imagine entire sections of a building, these huge 3-dimensional chunks, showing up on a truck, all ready to be connected like giant Lego bricks. This is the core of sectional construction. Instead of just components, factories are building these bigger, box-like sections. A perfect example is a hotel room. The whole room, without the furniture, is built off-site. Then it gets lifted by a crane, slotted into place, and connected to the others. It's a major leap in scale. And that leads us perfectly into our third and final method, which takes this whole concept to its ultimate conclusion: modular construction.
You know, the toy block analogy is just perfect here. We all get it, right? You have these complete, self-contained little units, and you just stack them and connect them to make something bigger. What if we did that with actual buildings?
Well, that is precisely what modular construction is. Entire finished units, we call them modules, are built in a factory. And when I say finished, I mean it. We're talking a complete bathroom with a toilet and sink already in, or a kitchen with the cabinets and wiring all done. These finished boxes are shipped, stacked, and connected, and boom, you have a building. It's the whole shebang of off-site construction, and it just slashes the time you need to spend working on-site.
So we've just broken down these 3 huge ideas, from single components all the way to complete rooms. Now let's tie it all together and see what this really means for the future of how we build. And here they are, our 3 keys: prefabricated parts, sectional chunks, and fully finished modules. They're really a spectrum of building off-site, and now that you can tell them apart, you have the language to understand how the modern world is being put together. Remember our mission from the beginning, to be able to identify these modern methods? Well, you've got the skills now. Mission accomplished. So, why is this all such a big deal? Because these techniques aren't just neat tricks. They are completely revolutionizing the industry. They make building more efficient, give us way better quality control, cut down on waste, and let us build faster than ever. These are the tools that are literally shaping the skylines of our future. So now you have the knowledge. You could look at a construction site and see more than just steel and cranes. You can see the strategy. You can identify the methods being used. So the real question left isn't just about how we build, but with this incredibly powerful toolkit we now have, what amazing things are we going to choose to create?